Would you like to take it?
Dear Evan Hansen?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good. I will see you Monday if we survive.
Welcome to Suckerville.
You're not a good looking guy.
All right, we are on our way to Farm Aid 2018, getting the part psyched for Farm Aid. Joe's show has been doing this. She's been working with the dietitian Kathy LaBella. Joe's show looking dynamite these days. She's feeling good. She's looking good. You know, she's eating right. She's got more energy. She's doing all the right things. So I'm thinking maybe I can try and perhaps sabotage her this weekend. I don't know. That would be the... Why is it so dark? There we go. That might be the plan. Sabotage Joe's show by putting as many delicious treats in front of her as possible. Nofo Doko might be the first opportunity we have to do that. We are on a tight schedule to hit the ferry though, so I don't know if we'll have time. Alright, Joe Show. So we're off to a good start. We can't find Jonathan because
he made the 4:30 ferry.
He made the 4:30 ferry, and somebody didn't make the 4:30 ferry. So now we've lost Jonathan in New London, Connecticut.
Oh, he's in the station van.
Our Connecticutese? Connecticuters. From Connecticut? He's not. I can't believe I was late.
You were behind that slow guy.
That was true. I'm going to blame everything on some random person.
And it wasn't because you stopped for donuts.
I did not get donuts either. Boy, I'm just a rash of disappointment today.
Let it be today.
I'm looking forward to Captain Scott's. I can't believe it's 6:30 already though.
Well, it would have been earlier if we were on the 4:30 boat.
Right. It would have been 6 o'clock.
All right, Jonathan, where are you, buddy?
Has he answered you?
No. Parking lot. He's in the parking lot.
Does he know where Captain Scott's is?
No, I'm sure he could map it.
Does he know how to do that?
No.
He is a millennial after all. You know how horrible they are. You know, one of the listeners said to me the other day, why do you defend millennials so bad? I go, because they're like every other generation. They got some really nice people. That's why.
They just happen to be the next generation.
Yeah, they're just the next generation. Have you noticed that we've on the next generation? Always. Somebody's got to defend these people.
All right. Where's our boy at?
Oh, there he is.
There he is.
All right. We found him. He survived. Well, look how nice the van looks juxtaposed against that elderly building. Look at him cutting the line like in a... Look at him. See, that's not going to give us a good reputation. All these nice people from Connecticut.
Obviously, he put Captain Scott's Lobster House into
Yeah, I know. He's trying to beat us there. Yep. Son of a bitch. So, Joe, you're saying Kathy LaBella would approve of...
My protein choice, yes.
Your protein choice of shrimp?
Yes, my protein
what
choice of shrimp.
What about the lobster with the butter drizzled all over it in the bread?
I find that it's a better choice than the mayonnaise.
The mayonnaise?
Yes.
Is that true?
Even though there might be some celery or carrot or something.
This will all be fact-checked by Kathy LaBella.
Yes, Kathy. This is all for you, Kathy. Well, I didn't get the chicken finger. I could have got the chicken fingers, like Jonathan got.
You threw Jonathan under the bus quick. You threw Jonathan under the bus quick.
I sure did.
If you want, we can just blur this out so Kathy has no idea what you're eating.
No. No. Chicken fingers. Here he comes.
I can hear you guys.
I want you to know that she said she's making fun of you for chicken fingers, not me.
I wasn't making fun of him.
It's okay. I knew you guys would. Because I was like, he's going to rip me apart.
Would I do that?
But these are good.
Right. There we go. Boy, that's a creepy look. All right, first official complaint about Hartford, Connecticut. Trying to get coffee at 5 o'clock in the morning, 4:30. Not an easy thing to do. But here's what I noticed about most of their coffee places. They don't open till 7. How the hell do you live? Now, I thought I found a Starbucks, but that might be closed too. So I need a drink with lots of caffeine. Show's gonna stink. Got coffee. Morning Show with Anthony here, coming to you live from the Xfinity Theater, Farm Aid 2018. By the way, take a look at the water bottle that Faith gave us. Look at this. This is the Mountain Valley. This looks like some
Mountain Valley
serious
spring water.
Yeah, this is a good situation I'm in. I love this. She didn't hand me, you know, what's the Coca-Cola one?
Dasani.
What the hell is Dasani? Just making up words. Coca-Cola's like, let's just make up. No, this is some real. Where'd this come from? Ouachita Mountains?
Where's that?
I've never even heard of it. It's in our country. It's in the country you were born and raised in.
Okay.
That's where it comes from.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ouachita?
Ouachita.
Ouachita.
I don't know. That's going to come back to haunt me. Ouachita. You can't put three vowels consecutively together and expect me to get it. That's just...
Ouachita.
Ouachita. Willie Nelson's crying somewhere.
It's
He's
going to
like,
be my new password.
Ouachita 4.
Ouachita, yeah. Case sensitive.
Ouachita is what I'm going to say now when I almost drop something on my foot from here on forward. Oh, look, Jonathan. Oh, look, Chicken Fingers is trying to redeem himself.
What do you got?
It is the mountain range in Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Oh, there
that makes
you
sense.
Go. There
I didn't
you go,
know.
bud.
Can we just address the elephant in the room that is my chicken finger selection? Because
Did we tell the audience about that yet? I forget. Did we?
No,
did
we
say
didn't
that
tell the
already?
backstory. We had to tell Faith.
We told Faith.
Yeah.
We got here and on the ferry yesterday, and we, you know, first of all, I missed the ferry. We could probably
We
tell
want
that
to
part of the
talk.
story.
You want to tell that? That's another story.
I missed the ferry. So Jonathan and the equipment in the EHM van was on the ferry. Anthony was not. Joe Show stayed behind to make sure Idiot got over to Connecticut okay. And then once I got here, poor Jonathan had to wait in New London until we came. So we're like, oh, great, let's go to Captain Scott's lobster dock because it's the
Yes.
best.
It was
And
fantastic.
really good, right?
Yes.
Those shrimp cocktails.
Very good. Yes.
No joke.
Yes.
And we get up there and by the way, we ordered what, 9 shrimp cocktails?
Yes.
2 lobster rolls. Joe Show and I are going for it.
We're going for it.
It's like we're going to the chair. We're eating. It's the Olympics of seafood eating. I got lobster bisque. Like we did it
The
up.
bisque looked awesome.
We order and I look over and Jonathan is smiling behind us. I'm like, what's so funny? And he goes,
can I get an order of chicken fingers, please? And I knew that it was going to be like an ordeal, but I'm taking my medicine like a man right now because I mean,
we're right on the dock. You could see the boats, and they were like, you know,
Yeah.
the fish market's right behind us.
Yeah.
It couldn't get any fresher.
like the pride of Connecticut, like this place. And he comes in there ordering chicken fingers.
And you know what? Probably the best chicken fingers I've ever had in my life.
You did look like you enjoyed yourself.
He stayed true to himself.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So you guys missed out, actually.
What do they say on the beach? You do you? Is that what the kids are saying these days?
Probably. I mean, I'm an old soul.
What are the
so-
millennials
What
saying?
are the millennials saying? You do you, man. Yeah, so that's how you got the nickname Chicken Fingers.
Yeah.
Although I didn't want to abuse you for it, but Joe seemed very
Sorry,
keen
I jumped in. Sorry.
on keeping that going.
Well, Joe's working with 2 idiots. She's working with you and me, so just nonstop
It's like
riffing.
wrangling kittens. Keeping you guys on point.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, can we check on my car and make sure it hasn't gotten towed yet? I would just love Faith. Can you get somebody to run out there and just
I
see if
did
it's
have
still there?
anxiety when I had to go move the van.
Yeah. Like, I'm so excited to be here today.
Well, we figured out the lay of the land. We know what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except when it comes to parking cars, of course.
Of course. Yes. Yes. Okay. Go ahead. I got your car towed yesterday. You're welcome.
Well, there's nobody here. We're in handicap parking. But before everybody goes and judges us,
that
there's
scared
nobody
me.
here. And I'm like, this doesn't sound like... You're like, park in the handicap park? I'm like, I don't know. I flash back to the Hampton Classic Horse Show. Just, I don't know. I want to check on that guy and make sure he's okay. Justin is the general manager and executive chef for Farm Aid 2018. Justin, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
When did you get here?
We got here on Monday. We flew in from Pittsburgh on Monday to
Okay.
take care of it. We'll stay till Sunday after the show.
Okay, and how many meals are you going to cook from Monday to Sunday?
We'll cook over 6,000 meals throughout the week. We start on a Wednesday, and we finish overnight into Sunday morning at 4:30 in the morning will be the last meal we put out.
Oh, my God. That's
6,000
insane.
meals.
We were complaining about doing a 4-hour show. We got Ron Stern with us here, who is the producer for Farm Aid. Ron, how are you, my friend?
Great. Good to see you.
It's good to see you. It's been good getting to know you a little bit here off the air for a couple minutes.
Yeah, I was telling them some stories out of school.
Some great stories.
Yeah, you've worked with, well, obviously Willie, Sting, you were just saying.
Everybody. You know, I was,
McCartney.
in the 80s, I was kind of a stadium expert. So if you played a football or a baseball stadium, I was the guy.
Yeah.
And back then, I was, you know, I worked for the Stones. I worked for McCartney. You know, that was when the business evolved to having specialists and not the guy that grew up with you from high school doing your work. You know? And that's how I got the job for Farm Aid. You know, when Farm Aid, the first Farm Aid was at a football stadium, Willie's manager searched out a guy with experience that knew how to build an outdoor stage and deal with a large-scale show.
Yeah, I think they're building a stage behind us.
Well, yeah,
They are building a stage behind us.
This is the beautiful of live radio here at the at Farm Aid.
We're right at the load-in door.
Yeah. So that's how you got into it. You
Yeah.
just kind of got dragged into it. And here you
Yeah.
are all these years later still
I've
doing
been
it.
doing this since 1974, you know, so I'm not a young man.
Yes, you are.
Oh, you look good, though. You look better than I do. I got to
Yeah.
be honest with you.
Well, yeah, but you're not a good-looking guy.
Ron's throwing daggers.
Ron is
around.
throwing it down.
I love it. I
Yes.
love it. You just made his day right there. He's been waiting to say that to me for
Well,
a
he
while.
can't. He probably won't be at work the next day.
All right, yeah, so we're outside the Xfinity Theater. We were just inside.
Oh,
we
great.
could put different thingies, I think, maybe. Maybe we're...
Can we... Oh,
Take on me. That's
take on me.
Dinner Friday night.
Bear's barbecue.
That was a good dinner. Okay, I'm gonna try one of these. Now, it's a meatball and bacon.
Yeah. And then you put the sausage.
I'm gonna go sauceless at first.
This is breakfast because it's got bacon in it.
That's good. That's what she said. Wow, you're right. Why'd you never get off?
I would have expected being a rival, but here we are.
That is good with that. I like that. All right, I'm gonna try this mac and cheese ball. Bear balls is macaroni and cheese,
Pulled pork,
pulled pork,
cornbread,
and cornbread deep fried all together.
and then like a cheddar sauce with more crumbled bacon over the top.
Jesus Christ. That's good. That's going to put me to sleep tonight. You can't jam more carbohydrates into this small of a space.
We all walked out at the same time.
Where's the Joe Show?
Yeah. That was indoor swimming. They should forgot a key.
Joe Show Farm Aid 2018.
Here we go.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Why don't you sit in front?
You
So you can film.
You sit in the front.
No, you sit in the front.
Joe, I'm not gonna let you sit on top of crap. You sit in the front. I feel like I'm forgetting everything.
You have your badge, right, Aunt? That's. You have your badge and your camera.
Yep.
Awesome. You know what I was thinking about? The interview thing to me is probably like an extra. This.
Kids, if you're wondering, children of the world, if you're wondering what it's like to be in radio, I am crouched in the back of a two-seater van. Okay? This is radio. This is it.
Don't try this at home.
Don't try this at home.
Don't try this at home.
Can I be honest with you? When Jonathan knocked on my door the first time, I was already in bed.
I could see it in your face. You look like you're exhausted.
But I would have stayed up and helped
Open
you.
the door.
I can't. Yes.
Childproof.
Anybody want anything? All right. What were you saying?
Nothing.
Should we try this with the door open the whole way?
Oh, please.
It's added level of fun.
So, Am, were you like out cold the second we were like, okay, we got this?
Yes.
That pulled pork was good.
I'm sorry, what? The Xfinity Theater? Yeah. This way. Make a left, yeah. There's some other event going on. So it's a little confusing. Sure. Are you going to the show?
No.
No. Sorry, we're on a time crunch. We gotta be there by 11. I'm so sorry.
No, he didn't go. Oh my god.
He's gonna hold up in his...
Oh no! Oh my god!
Joe.
He really didn't. Oh my god! I cannot believe you said no. And I can't believe he listened to you.
I cannot believe you just said no.
We gotta be somewhere.
In a half hour, Joe. In a half hour. Not even a quarter of a mile. We're 500 feet from the venue.
How did you? Oh, sorry.
I love it. Can I be honest with you? Good for you. Him and his stupid
You
Connecticut
said no
ways.
first.
I sure did.
You sure did.
Mine was just a joke though. Yours was very sincere.
Yeah.
I was about to say yes, and then I heard this resounding no from the back of the van, and I was like, nope.
You were legitimately like, yeah. Like you heard yes, like about to leave your mouth, and then you were like, no.
Oh my god. That was fantastic.
Did you get that?
I sure did.
Oh, no.
Got every bit of it.
No.
Wait until I tell the public.
No.
Doesn't Joe Show sound nice? Here's the real Joe Show. What does Jen say? What's she like when she gets home?
Yeah.
This is it right here.
Yeah.
Can I get in front of you? F you.
You said no first. I'm taking my cues from you.
As a joke from the safety of the back of the van where nobody can see me.
Oh my god.
And he went straight. I would have been like, F you, I'm coming in front of you, lady.
Well, he's from Connecticut. He's not from New York. There's the politeness right there.
We lost that potential listener, that's for sure. Not getting that guy.
I don't think he was.
That's your defense? That he was a potential listener?
I don't think he. Yeah, I'd like to hear this assessment on why you think he wouldn't.
Anthony literally like marinated.
No, he was
that-
very nice. I was about to ask him who he was more excited to see, if he was seeing anyone in particular, since he was looking for the Xfinity Theater. I was ready to have a conversation.
And instead you told him to f*** off.
There was that moment in the middle where I was like, oh my god, he's actually going to keep going forward.
I thought he was going to cut in front of us.
I really thought he was too.
Here, look at these people getting out, Joe. Do you want to scream at them? No cutting in line?
We're on a time crunch.
She goes to the U.S. Open and Farm Aid in one summer, and it goes straight to her head.
Hi.
Hi.
All the other ones are red. I'm not really sure.
This is a media pass?
Media?
Yeah.
Okay, so what you're going to do is go through the gate. You're going to go up in the top lot, and I guess there's an area designated for press.
Okay.
Okay?
Great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Media?
So you guys, you want media, or that's actually, you can park behind the buses with that tag?
Yes.
Or you can park on the hill where the media is.
Whatever's
No,
closer.
we're bringing in equipment.
Yeah, whatever's closer to the
So go around this way and you're going to be able to park behind the buses.
Awesome.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Jonathan, keep going all the way to backstage.
Yes.
Yeah.
See
if you
how
can park
far.
where we were yesterday.
I'm not driving anymore.
Well, yeah, isn't this what she said? To park, we parking over here? Yeah, because look, they're parking us over here. This is beautiful.
Hi. Media. Radio.
I would have to say go where, see the stop right there?
Yes.
I would ask them because we're not 100% sure with the media and stuff like that.
Okay.
All right, go up to the stop sign and find out.
Or is he telling you to stop?
I don't know why he's being...
Hi. We were given this pass yesterday by Faith. We were here as media parking.
Yeah.
And we're kind of confused because everyone's sending us up here. And we have equipment to unload?
10-4. No, I have no idea where you're going. They're like, really, hey, Anthony, all right.
Hey, man. Look at this. You guys got eggs and everything. Can I shoot this?
Yeah, sure, no problem. No way to go. Anthony,
here all day.
Jimbo, how you doing, brother?
Yeah, steaks and burgers and dogs.
You got steaks and burgers?
I got all kinds.
Dude, I'm hungry.
All right. That's great. Give them first.
I'm good. I'm good. Enjoy. I'll see you guys in there. Yeah, enjoy. I'm gonna call them. What time is steaks and burgers?
Around 1.
Around 1? All right, I'll be back out at 1. All right. See you guys.
Good morning. Thank you all for your patience. And welcome to Farm Aid 2018. We are bombarded by headlines about how great the economy is right now, and yet farmers' income has been cut in half over the last 5 years. So we talked with 2 farms here in Connecticut about their experiences. Let's take a look.
The concentration in the dairy industry has changed over the years. There are many more extremely large farms milking thousands and even tens of thousands of cows these days.
Your big farms are growing, and that doesn't help your small farm.
One of our problems over the years has been the cycle in milk prices. The price of milk is set by the federal government, and it's basically figured on a nationwide basis. So we in Connecticut are at a disadvantage compared to farms in some other areas of the country where they have lower property taxes, lower energy costs, lower labor costs, and we're competing in the same marketplace with the same price of milk. I'm 69, my brother's 66. We're tired of working for no money.
My father had committed suicide in March. He was sick. It was a lot going on for him, and he couldn't take it anymore. He was hurting.
He thought that the medical bills would just bring the farm down, and with a bad year, he just decided that it was better to be without him.
If I can mention anything, seek help. Seek help, seek help, seek help. My boyfriend and I, Jared, came home from college. The plan is for us to take over and for our kids to be the next generation.
I am definitely hopeful. I think there's opportunities out there for me. I'm in the process of deciding what the right step is.
That was a little chilling. In the room, like, we're in the room, and Dave Matthews and Neil Young and John Mellencamp, they're all sitting, Nathaniel Rateliff, they're all sitting there. It was kind of like, awesome, rah, rah. And then, like, that story gets told, and you're, like, immediately pulled into the reality of the situation.
That's what Farm Aid's about. Apparently, the sad statistic of suicide is that the #1 profession demographic right now is farmers.
You think this is all free market, but it's not. There are literally government restrictions in place to hurt small farmers.
Yes.
Which is nuts.
Having the farmers having to deal with some madman's idea that we should change our trade habits, and then you read, well, the government's going to subsidize so many millions of dollars to help these farmers. That what they're going to do is they're going to give money to the big farms, and the people in South Carolina that are trying to have a small farm aren't going to get. Welcome to Suckerville. That's what the fuck we live in now, Suckerville. And we sit here and we take it, and I'm sick of taking it myself. Excuse my language, but I'm pissed off. I'm happy that there's other guys here. You know, when I wrote Rain on the Scarecrow, they used to play protest songs on the radio. They don't play them anymore. Neil wrote a beautiful protest song about people being murdered in Kent State. They played it on the radio. But our voices have been silent now because big corporations run all of these radio stations. It's not left up to an individual to play this song or play that song. They're given a playlist and they got to play what's on the playlist. So you're not going to hear Neil Young's song anymore. You're not going to hear Rain on the Scarecrow anymore. You're going to hear corporate bullshit. We're going to eat corporate bullshit. We're going to be governed by corporate bullshit. And I hate to be a voice of doom, but unless we stand up and do something, and I think what we have to do now is vote, because if we don't vote, we're going to get shit, which is what we've got right now. And I'm not proud to say that I'm a liberal, because liberals are a bunch of cowards the same way the Republicans are a bunch of manipulative assholes. I wanted to bring a friend of mine to Farm Aid who was a senator here, and I couldn't do it because there was bullshit going on with other people that didn't involve him, but people were afraid that it would make a bad impression. This fucking guy's a liberal and was in the Senate and was doing great things for liberal people. Now we don't have that voice. We don't have that voice because the liberals, the chicken shit that they are, wouldn't stand beside one of their own people. Either we're gonna, I wrote a song a long time ago, it was a shit song, but there was a line in it that said, you gotta stand for something or you're gonna fall for anything. And that's what the f we're doing. We're just falling for anything and going along with whatever goes in front of us. We gotta stop this stuff. You gotta get out and vote. We've got to get the right people representing us and having your voices heard and not corporate America's voices heard. Thank you very much for listening to my rant.
How do you really feel?
Commissioner, I hate to put you in the spot of following that, but I must.
Wow. And we've been doing this this for a long time, but there's a real good reason why we've been doing this. And there's something you can do. We talk about all of the details. All these people come up and they tell their human stories, which are all great, and we relate to it and everything, but what can we do? What can you do in every day? So when you're driving down the street in your car, whether it's a brand new Cadillac or an old beat up Subaru, you should never pass a farmer's market without going in and taking part in humanity. Yeah. It's not a line at a supermarket. It's people. And I wish there were a lot more people here right now, because the people who aren't here, the people who don't know this, they're the people who need to know it. They're the ones who need to know that if they drive by a farmer's market, they're killing a farm. You can't drive by it anymore. You have to go in and you have to buy something. You have to talk to these people, get to know them, get to realize how good it feels to buy something from someone who you like, who you know is committed to doing a good thing. Forget about the economy and all that crap. John did a great job of explaining that to us. I really think that it's no-brainer to have a great economy if you sell all of the jewels. If you get rid of all of the good stuff and just give it away to people, of course you're going to make more money in the short term. And that's what this government is doing. They're giving away our future. They're giving away our environment. They're giving away the future of farming. They're giving away the future of life in America for a short-term 3-month gain for a corporate board to review and congratulate each other on how well they're doing, and then hope that they get elected again. If you vote, and you vote for whoever you believe in, if you believe in Trump, vote for Trump. If you don't believe in Trump, go out and vote him out. Vote them all out if you don't believe in them. I respect whoever you vote for. I respect you for voting. I'm a Canadian. I can't vote. If I could vote here, I would. But it's a lie. I'm a Canadian, okay? That's what I am. I've been called a lot of things by this kid in the White House. But I am a Canadian, and I love America. There's nothing here that needs to be made great again. So, these people that you just can't drive by the farmers and leave them there. If you do, they're going to die. This whole thing's going to be gone. The corporate farms suck. They have no responsibility to anybody except for the board, and they have to make a certain amount of money every 3 months. So they're poisoning you, and your food is bad. They're using all these chemicals from other corporations. They're doing all of these things, but you can stop this if you stand up. But why I mean stand up, I mean stand up. Go buy some of that food, and don't buy the other food. Just don't do it. Don't support it. It's a small thing that you can do yourself, but at least you can do it yourself. You don't have to try to focus on all of the crap that we've all been saying, which is all true, by the way, and try to sort out how you can do something. What did you learn? It doesn't matter. Just don't drive by another farmer's market ever again without going in and buying something. Say hello to the people. It's humanity. It's you and I and the earth. So please, do whatever you have to do. Vote, stop your car, buy an orange, buy something. But don't just sit there and go home and think you did the right thing. Thank you.
I'm going to stand up because John and Neil did, and I feel like I have to. I want to say before I start that I wish that the passion and the information that that John gave when he came up here. I wish that could get on TV, maybe with a couple of beeps, but because that's, you know, it really is the passion that we should be speaking from and that we should be fighting for. And like Neil said, we should pull over and talk to our farmers, and we should pull over and stop at the farmers markets, and we should just look. We need to connect with each other more and more and more and more and more whenever we can, because every simple, somewhat affordable luxury that's coming to us now is coming through a screen, and we're missing each other. We're missing each other, and we're saying, well, I'll just get that from Amazon. I'll just get that from Amazon. And we need to remember to put that down every once in a while and say, well, maybe I'm going to get something over here at this local store. Or maybe I'm going to go to the farmer's market so I can meet my neighbors.
So, Nathaniel, I'm going to turn to you if that's okay.
Sure.
You're a returning favorite to the Farm Aid stage. What has kept you coming back to the festival each year?
Well, every year we get to learn something different and leave here a little less ignorant about what's happening in rural and urban communities. And so that's kind of a blessing, because I feel like we all, in our normal walks of life, can kind of seem to miss that and just go through our daily routine, I guess. So it's, you know, aside from kind of knowing where our food's coming from and traveling around the country and seeing even rural areas of the United States where, you know, there's only like a Save-A-Lot and there's not access to good produce, you know, and that actually affects my family directly, and Joseph's, because they still live in Missouri. We keep coming back because we want to see change, and there's people, lots of farmers here have been fighting for the same thing for years and years and years, so anything we can do, our time, or just, you know, we're just happy to help.
I mean, we only come back because of Patchwork Family Farms pork sandwiches. They're right out there.
I'm embarrassed to recount all the food I ate. It was amazing.
Fresh?
Amazing.
You can't beat fresh.
Super fresh, like organic barbecue sauce, like the whole thing. The best barbecue sauce, the best bread.
Yeah.
The pork chop was super thick and cooked to perfection. It was like I've had 5-star Michelin meals that weren't as good as that pork chop sandwich. Then I had the French fries with the lamb ragu.
The Maine French fries.
Yes.
Potatoes. Russet's out of Maine.
Russet's out of Maine,
Yep.
French fries, lamb ragu, goat cheese on top. The most unbelievable French fries. Again, cooked to perfection.
Yeah.
Like every other concession stand at stadium should be embarrassed by what they're doing compared to what they do at Farm Aid.
Yes.
I just want to welcome you guys to the Farm Aid. It is our welcome song. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Shoulder, walk on down, hey, shoulder, walk on down, hey, shoulder, walk on down, hey,
Our daily bread, and forgive our sins as we forgive those who sin.
Alright, it's EHM here live from Farm Aid 2018. We just saw Nathaniel Rateliff come off the stage.
Wow.
Joe Show.
Wow.
Right?
Wow, that was, he held a revival in there. It was a
sermon.
revival. It sure was.
He's unbelievable.
He's amazing. I've never seen him live. He's always been on my bucket list. I think he's a great, great performer.
Used to spend my nights out in the park room. Yes, I did. Look who was the only love I... Hey, Matthews, he's one of those guys. We love him. Come on out, man.
Hello. This is the Blue Mothers. There was a lot of good music here today.
Thank you very much, Tim Reynolds.
Wondering if we had spent our living days well. I can't believe that we would lie in our graves, dreaming of things that we might have been. There's nothing else that's good to be together out here.
Where are you going tomorrow? Farmers Market! Yes! Just try it once!
Holy shit, look at all these people. That's insane. On both sides,
Where
too.
did they park? They're on both sides.
They gotta take an Uber just to get to their parking spot. This is insane.
That was a far walk.
That's a really far walk.
What would you say that was just now?
We're doing a street shot. That was at least a quarter of a mile.
I was going to say 2 miles.
Oh yeah, you.
It just shows you how awful I am.
No, from where we were, that's like that might.
Quarter
be like
mile,
a
half
marathon.
mile?
That might be a marathon.
No.
honestly.
Don't you guys get out and exercise?
No.
How far away did you guys park? I want to know.
Who
Where
is
did they
Passenger Seat Joe? This is someone I've never met before.
Where did they park?
Hey, hop in our white van with no windows.
Once again, I got a surprise back here.
It's even worse.
I'm just really curious.
Because Ant is in the back, it's even
How far
worse.
did you guys have to park from the venue?
Jesus.
Wow.
Wow, so that's like
That's
a
like
half
where-
a mile? Yeah, we parked for free. Ah, gotcha.
Not worth it.
Because it was $70, right?
You know what? I'd rather work overtime and make up the $70 that I lost.
Okay, so people are walking a half a mile. I don't blame them though. I couldn't pay $70 for parking.
Oh, I could to avoid this walk.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
This is a miserable after an 11-hour day.
Well, they didn't have an 11-hour day.
They didn't.
Maybe they came in like halfway through.
Even if they came in at 12, no, it was 11 hours. It's 11:04.
An 11-hour day.
Do the math.
What are you gonna do next, Joe? Yell at this cop right here? Put your flashlight down, buddy.
I'm gonna take my flashlight and my phone.
It burns.
How do you like it?
I'm going to direct you.
I knew what Farm Aid was all about, but you really don't know until you get there and you hear these stories and you see it and you taste it for yourself and you watch the educational demonstrations in the homegrown village and you see the attention that these huge artists bring to these local farmers and how they really care about them and everything. It was really like, again, it puts you in that moment where it makes you realize.
And it's a serious issue for family-run farms, especially here in the Northeast, because property values are rising.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to get A, help, and B, to afford running the farm that they've been doing for generations. So it was eye-opening again for me. And a lot of people think it's this high-end fancy meal to get organic, fresh food.
Right.
They were talking about farm to table is a big movement, but you could do that at your home. You could do that at your house.
Yeah, what Neil Young said at the press conference was brilliant. Just stop at the farm stand, stop at the farmer's market. Don't drive past it.
You just can't drive by the farmers and leave them there. If you do, they're going to die. This whole thing's going to be gone. Just don't drive by another farmer's market ever again without going in and buying something. Say hello to the people. It's humanity. It's you and I and the earth.
And the other thing Neil was saying, not only stop at the farm stand, talk to one another, talk to people. This is your community. Talk to the farmer, find out what's going on.
Yeah, introduce yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is pretty much what I just did. I did. I got to meet Katie.
All right. Should we go get some fruit?
We should go get some fruit and vegetables. These tomatoes look awesome and these beets look awesome.
I know, they do look really good. Come on, Joe.
Going for the tomatoes. Going for the cucumbers.
This all looks really good.
Yep.
Hi.
Hi, Katie.
Hi, Katie.
What's happening?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Anthony.
Your stuff looks beautiful.
Thank you. Look at these string beans. Just picked. Fresh? Oh my God. People say they don't like beans. Thanks very much. I'll just take it.
That's good.
It's really good. We can taste it. She just came up here. This wasn't here
Yeah, I know.
when I talked to her like 15 minutes ago. The car pulled up, the truck pulled up, this came off of it, fresh pick, boom. There it is.
That's really good, Katie.
Isn't that These are amazing.
So
Just
you
picked.
gotta get a little bag. It's right there. You gotta take some. You gotta eat those as you drive home.
Yep.
Full of vitamins and fiber. These are good for you.
Mm-hmm. Happy Labella at Peak Performance RD.
Would love that.
Would love that.
Thank you, Katie.
so much.
Thanks.
It was a pleasure meeting you. Yeah, lots of luck.
Good work and getting the word out there about.
But we were just saying, like, it changed us. It changed our way of thinking, and you know, rock and roll does have a purpose sometimes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Oh my God.
Right?
That was amazing.